Hello and welcome back to Purple is the Chosen One, this favoured soul life. This level 5 edition is coming to you overlooking this peaceful looking inlet in the Saltmarsh. Just taking a well earned breather. We have done a little bit, not as much as I wanted in the Cerulean Hills, because I ended up dying in there, and rather than run all the way back and start again, I died in the quest with the abandoned old mine with all the fire elementals in there. I couldn't hold them. My sonic thing won't work obviously on them. You'd need something like colour spray for that. And at least a couple were red crowns, and they made very short work of me. So I thought maybe it was time, as we've got level 5 now, to come wandering back into the Saltmarsh. I wasn't silly enough to try the quest where you have to board the boat and there's all those red bosses hanging around on Reaper, because I have a fair idea what would have happened there. But I've just tried the one with the tower that ends with the Nightmare Horse, this one here, on Reaper, and we did fairly well in that. So I figured maybe we could try another one down here and see how we go. We're definitely in that place, that somewhere between Elite and Reaper, where we seem to be when we start off, and then we kind of gradually grow into it. The sound burst works very well on Elite, a bit less so on Reaper. As you saw in the last one, we do struggle sometimes with opponents saving, but that's okay, it's part of the game. Spell-wise, I've picked up something very nice that arguably I should have chosen last level, although I think Sound Burst has got to be the one to choose first for level 2. So it's this one here, Deific Vengeance. Still only single target, but it's dealing a nice chunk of damage for very cheap there, only 6 spell points. And it looks like it scales all the way up to caster level 10, which is nice. So it's making it a very good lower level damage dealer. And if you compare this 5 to 11 good damage, which little or nothing will resist, I think, for every caster level, against this little Nimbus thing, which is 1d6 light. So although that scales higher to level 15, this thing is going to be I think we're going to get some good mileage out of this, I really do. So as per last time, we've stuck now with the Angel of Vengeance tree. I'm liking the sort of divine magic, you know, the light magic, good magic, all that kind of stuff. It feels very immersive, you know, in tune with this chosen of the gods business. Have I taken anything extra since last time? No, maybe just that one. I'm working up to 3 points in there, because critically hitting with a light spell or any of the others that we might be able to cast later on would give us 10 temporary spell points. So a little bit like the Warlock thing that you get, where you excuse me, where you're often having these 10 temporary spell points. Now, given the fact that our chosen spells of the moment are costing 8, 2 and 6 points respectively, those two being spell-like abilities, that an extra 10 would be very nice whenever that triggers. At the moment, our light crit chance is not amazing, 19, so every 1 in 5. But I'm hoping to boost that in the near future through a combination of these nice +2 crit enhancements that we can get in the tree. And there is a tasty little item coming at level 6, which I just happen to have. The light stuff, by the way, if you're thinking I have reasonable gear for it, you'd be right compared to other stuff, because the Warlock blast has a light component if you choose the utter dark blast, and as a result of that and doing many warlock past lives on my main character, I do have some nice light related gear, which you'll probably be able to see if I can hit the right key with the updated level 5 gear. So what do we have new here? Quite a few new pieces revolving around the Fey set. So this here, especially if we were doing anything with fire at the moment, which we're not, but this is an amazing item for a favoured soul. You've got Radiance, spell power and crit on there, and fire spell power and crit if we were doing any fire. At the moment we're not, but that might come in later. We've still got our Sonic club for a bit more Sonic spell power and crit for the sound burst, because that is an AoE and does do some damage scaling up with the caster level. That's a new one from 5, the Queen's Scepter, so that's potency, insightful potency, and the same for spell sight, so spell power for all different types. At the moment I suppose that's not mega interesting because we're only really doing light, but once we start doing healing and fire as well, that could be very tasty. So I've left that in the absence of any compelling alternative. These are really nice, these gloves. Profane 1, Profane extra bonus to DCs at level 5 is very good. And the wizardry there to boost our spell points up, very nice too. The boots I'm wearing, well, for two reasons. First of all, if you can see down at the bottom the set bonuses, they're taking me into the 6 pieces equipped, so +1 artifact bonus to all spell DCs, which is very important for us for landing the sound burst and getting full damage on our damage dealing spells. And the other reason I like these, well, there are a couple. It's got a Sapphire of Resistance slotted to help our saves, and the Mythic bonus is not bad either. Otherwise it's a melee or a ranged item really, this. In fact I think we used it, didn't we, in our last life with the melee wizard. I'd be very surprised if we hadn't. So that's the boots. The ring's been updated. Radiance Law is a bit redundant because it's on that ring, but Sheltering 9 is nice, PRR and MRR. Those two are the same. The trinket is updated, Con and Charisma, perfect for this build. The pendant again is more or less just for the Feywild set bonus, because we have the same insightful spell focus mastery on the headpiece here. Now that again, that's just in for the set bonus, and this cerulean wave freezing targets in ice sometimes, because those two duplicate each other in terms of 3 bonus on the spell DCs. But here at least we have insightful sheltering, so our PRR and MRR has gone up noticeably between now wearing light armor instead of robes and the odd gear boosting thing we've got, so that's nice. And a mythic boost, nice on there, plus the Sapphire of Good Luck for saves, so some good stuff we've got on here. Glasses are the same. Now this one we had a choice. I do have medium armor from the Feywild, but given that we're doing casting, the medium armor doesn't have any of this spell lore and spell power. The exceptional spell lore in particular is insanely good for level 5 item. As I keep mentioning, that's the same as you would see on a level 15 Sharn item, so really good, and an extra 1 on saves there as well. And I think that's it for the new gear for level 5. So we sit at, oh hang on, it's gone up again. 32. 32 charisma, so we would be 33 in Reaper. It's gone up to an odd number now, hasn't it? That's unfortunate. I tell you what we'll do, given that then. Oh, I can't, because we're in a wilderness area. I was going to take that out and reset it to give us a more useful bonus in here, but not to worry. We'll do that another time. I think that's pretty much it. The spell and the Fey gear. There's nothing else that that has been added for 5. We're sitting here getting absolutely drenched, so let's get down there and see if we can make an impact. I call this the quest of the 1,000 levers. If you don't know this quest, it will become apparent why if we survive that long. We're going to be brave and going on Reaper. You need to be brave to do this one on Reaper because, well, 2 reasons. There's a lot of packs of opponents in this, and also there is a nasty creature at the end. Not the end boss, actually. The end boss is a piece of cake. It's the thing before it, this demon thing, which takes a lot of beating. But there is a shrine just next to that thing. So if you come to grief, you might have a chance to save it with that shrine. Okay. Now that worked very well, didn't it? The sound burst. Let's try and line one up here. Love it. I think we got 2, if not 3 there. Come on, come off cooldown. Nice. So the Reaper damage nerf can be somewhat mitigated by making things helpless and using the sound burst. And unlike last time, I have stocked us up nicely on these healing potions. So the plan is to use them between fights where the Reaper nerf won't be an issue. Oh, I made a mess there. I should have taken at least 2 with that. Try and target the back one. I messed up there again. That was a good one. Ah! No, 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 no. They're all going to be active when I get back up there. Oh, crud. We took a heavy hit there. It's all going to pieces. He's got to die. He was the one doing all the damage. Come on now. Beautiful, okay. I don't think I could have done that any worse than I did, and we still managed to get through, so that will take us a good sign. Heal up between fights. Do we have any healing amp on our gear, or are we lacking in that department? No, this doesn't have any healing amp on it, does it? I thought we were looking a bit... Oh no, the belt does though. The belt does. Yeah. Okay, now this is a bit of an awkward one. Oh, especially with the Reaper chucked in there. Nice, 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 okay. Gather round, people, gather round. Nice. Okay, we'll take that. Good effort.
A door creaks open down on the main floor. Dank air wafts up from the lower level of the building. A musty smell permeates this.
I think we've got another group coming here.
Stairs lead down to the basement.
Oh crud, get out of there. Block the door. wanted rid of that crown at the back and I didn't get him. Come on. Yeah, it's 2. Just pause here. Get your breath. Now these, actually the potency on this thing, if I pick up a heal spell, I can have at level 2 Cure Moderate. Maybe that would work better than these potions of Cure Serious, although I would be using my spell point pool then, wouldn't I? Which is not really what I want to be doing. Going for 2, missed it. Crap. Let's try and freeze them all. Yes, that was nicer. So you have to work quite a bit to get your 2 and 3 shot things in, but it does feel quite rewarding when you manage to land them. Missed that one. Come on. Yes. Nice. There's a big pack behind this door and then a shrine which I plan to use. Oh, crudunky. Good stuff, I'll take that. We're not absolutely ploughing through it, but neither are we being absolutely slaughtered, are we?
Cool, damp air billows out.
I think it's an illustration again that if we were going in on elite, we could do very nicely here and make very quick progress. But especially for the purposes of the videoed ones, I want to challenge us a bit. Makes for a better video in my opinion if you're not steamrollering everything, and you kind of see the limits of the build, I suppose, at least the limits in my hands, which is the hands of a below average player. Right. The most pleasing aspect thus far, well, there's been 2. Our holds are working, and I've remembered to use the spell power boost.
Scratching and squeaking can be heard from the distance.
Now what happened there? I'm going to use the sound burst for an AoE damage here because there's so many of them. And we're going to end up dead if we're not careful yet. Sometimes the targeting on that thing can be a bit clunky. Okay, so you can see there the 3 temporary points triggered. Get rid of that disease. And that fire shield thing is from the boots. Sometimes it gives us a fire shield cold, which is a bit irrelevant in this situation. Yeah, here I definitely missed the Scorch spell. That would have cleaned up the rats.
Corridors lie to the east and west.
I'm going to try repeated sound bursts to knock their health down, and it's working. Okay, that was better. And what's going on over here? are you doing, sir? Ah, not stunnable. He will be taking extra damage though. I guess you'll see some purple numbers because he's hit us. So this second core, the shield toggle I have, should be activating. He keeps moving, the beggar. Okay. We've got another fairly sizable group here. Oh yes. Is there a Reaper in there as well? There looks like one. Plague Reaper, yeah. Oh, be careful, be careful. Let's deal with that Reaper. I think we got him. More or less one-shot him. That was great. So for containing crowds, the sound burst is doing very nicely. Okay. Our sort of single target and bolt attack is somewhat cumbersome in disposing of the groups, as you can see. We're really needing some form of an AoE to do that better, which I think the first one the favoured soul gets. Am I right in saying it's the flame strike? Oh, you need to be stopped. Oh yes, nice triggering of the crown there. Nice double a shot over the crown. I think he just absolutely hammered us. Oh my god. Those red crowns. And now we're in trouble because we can't heal properly. Oh, he's gonna kill us. He's gonna kill us. Missed him with my spell. Oh my god, yeah, the damage those red crowns can do is horrible. They are worse in my opinion than the Reapers. Let's sit down here and lick our wounds. Oh, a dud. So yeah, out of combat, we're not doing badly from these, are we? It's just a problem of not being able to heal when we're in the combat. Now, mana. I think that was the last shrine that we used, wasn't it? The one saving grace, as I've mentioned in the past, is that if we do get reduced to the echoes of power, all of the spells that we're using cost so little that obviously it's going to have an effect because we're not going to be able to throw them out as quickly, but we're still going to be able to do something. Going for 2 or 3 or 4. Oh, I wanted to get that Reaper and I didn't. That got him though. Come on. Yes, beautiful. That was the mimic cloak. Did you see that guy was all slowed down and gooed up? If you see me waiting at the end of a fight, it's to try and move us from the in combat stage to out of combat, because out of combat we're not subject to the Reaper nerf and therefore can have full benefit from our healing potions. Oh, where the hell did you come from, pal? Not welcome here. Hang on, there's a group behind there, isn't there? So get ready. Oh, he needs to be stopped. He's not being stopped. He's going to kill me if he's allowed to roam around that one. Is he a boss? I think he was. I don't think he was holdable, or my DC wasn't good enough to get him. I think we were lucky to survive him. We're on the lookout for a shrine. Oh, we've done in here now, haven't we? Yeah. Refresh the buffs. It does give the whole thing a distinctly different feel when you're basically just fighting for survival. It's not a question of how quickly can you get through the quest, it's will you get through it. Can we shoot the back ones there? Yeah, that was a good one. Let's try not to be in the firing line for too many of these. That was a nice shot. He flagged. Okay. Oh, we've got two more here. But they're not active, so we can still heal. Get him. Beautiful shot. Yes.
You can hear chanting in the distance.
And we got somebody down there. Now, is there a shrine down there? I think there might be. Lead with the sound burst. Try and get the back one there. Oh, that was good. We got the red crown out of the way as well. These long corridors are perfect for this this type of attack. Where did you lot come from? Trying to line up the long shot. Yes. And as usual, not paying too much attention to my own health. Okay, now I'm not going to go in that room because I have a feeling there's going to be some more in there. Is there a shrine? Yeah, there's a shrine there which we now have access to. That's great. There's a lever in here, I think. Yeah. Let's get to that shrine now before anything else happens. I think for the longer quests, at least for now, I should probably stick with Elite because it's being pretty tough, isn't it? The shorter ones I could probably do Reaper. The problem is when you're doing a wilderness area like this, if you die, you have to run all the way back again. So there's that to consider as well. Okay, as daft as it seems, I think we might have done better sticking with the scorch from the tiefling tree for now, for the AoE. But flavour wise, this is definitely where it's at, all this divine stuff. So I've no regrets. We're going, I think we've just unlocked something over here, haven't we? Or there might be one or two more in here. Oh yes, just the odd one or two. You see, whenever you see those purple numbers, that's this shield toggle from our Angel of Vengeance tree. When people hit us, they become more vulnerable to our own damage, which is nice because we're getting hit all the time. And see there, a nice crit, and we got the bonus spell points. Obviously 3 at the moment is pretty rubbish, but when we get that up to 10, that's going to be of some significance, I'm hoping. Over the length of a long quest like this, it should extend out our spell point pool quite noticeably. Now this is a real bugger. Let's try to do everything we can not to die in here.
An angry form materializes inside the summoning circle.
Come on. See, he's taking purple damage as well. He's more vulnerable because he's hit us plenty. Nice.
What's going on? Don't tell me you've bungled the ritual. Can't anyone in this backwater
You,
do anything right?
you watch now. The end boss will go and slaughter me after I've said he's easy. I'm hoping we're going to go in there and one-shot him. Almost got him. Okay, 3 shot. Bit disappointing. Still, I'll happily take that. That was a tough old quest for us, the level we're at, and we did well with it. No nice item in the rewards, but that's okay. So, I plan to try to continue on with the rest of the Saltmarsh. As mentioned, the longer stuff like what's the one with the lizard folk lair and the danger at Dunwater, that really big long quest, all that kind of stuff we can do on Elite, I think, else we'll never get to the end. But some of the shorter ones I might have a go still on Reaper. The crowd control is doing well, not faultless, but well. The problem we have is the lack of genuine AoE, as you can see. So we hold things and then we're not able to just one big boom and mop it all up. But with a little bit of work and perseverance, we can hit more than one with this Sunbolt, which is nice, and that's doing some decent damage for very cheap, as it's a spell-like ability. We've got Maximise and Empower on there, and next level, level 6, we're taking Quicken. So, well, at least on the 2 spell-like abilities, it's going to start draining the mana very quickly if we put Quicken on other stuff. So I'll have to see about that. I think probably not until we have a bigger spell point pool. Right, I think that'll do for episode 5. Thank you very much as always for looking. Hope you're having a good weekend, and I will speak to you in the next one. Take care.